some specific way. And so over you keep performing better because you are just repeating what are you doing. Surgery has a lot of outstanding aura around its figure, but it's not like this. It's an easy job that everyone can perform because it's just exercise. And so one chief of mine used to say, surgery is for monkey. If you are talented, you see one and you perform after. If you're not talented, you see 1,000, but you perform as well after. So it's just about exercise and rigor. And the same is in the research field. You must concentrate on the methodological point of view. You have to build it up, the research, by drawing the pathway which lead to your answer. It's not about posing a question, but it's about how I can achieve my answer. And is one of the most underdog point of view because everyone is focused on results, and is something I always query to my assistant when they found something new, some new discoveries and whatever. They focus on results. When they take a scientific paper in the hands, the first thing they gonna see is tables, figure, and results. That has no meaning because the crucial part of a scientific work is the methodological part. If you can build a solid and out of bias examination of something, the results are just data. It's just what comes after. It's just the natural consequences of what have you done. But you have to be sure of what are you doing, and this is crucial. Yes, the most impressive things about AI is the speed, the rapidity in which it's developing. So it's difficult to have a future prevision because it's something so growing up in a cataclysmatic way, exponential way, that maybe can be true after a week or never done. But surely it is a tool, an important tool that we can use to enhance our performance. I do not believe in a complete delegation to some issue of our job to the AI, but I truly believe that we can do the same thing we are doing better, easier, and faster. This could be completely true for diagnosis. If we have to check for something, if I have to measure repeatedly something, they can measure it faster than me, precisely, and in a most wide way that a human brain can do. If we are talking about surgery, there's a deep collaboration between the surgeon and the developing robotic station, which may be integrated with AI. Recently, the first completely non-human surgery has been performed. It was a cholecystectomy performed completely by a robot. And how does it work? Everything we do is recorded and is used to make a gym for the AI system. And so if they see 1 million times the same intervention, they can perform the same intervention. But be careful, and not to be vulgar, but something truly important in AI is that if we put shit in, we get shit out. So it's crucial how we train our AI. And my believing, the symbiosis between the surgeon and the AI can lead us to new opportunities. I can explain it better with some example. If I perform the same hysterectomy 1,000 times, with the same instruments, and it knows every passages, and we came back to the rigor and the standardization we were talking about earlier, is not because the surgery can be performed without me, but if I am going to make a mistake, I would like that my system, my robot can stop me and say, you never cut it here before. Why are you cutting? Are you sure? And I be free to say, yes, I want to cut this ureter because it's my business. I am the surgeon. I know what is good and what not for the patient. So we cannot demand decidational, how to say, we cannot pretend that the AI take decision that we have to take, but we can use that tool to perform what we are aiming to do in a better way and in a faster way. Recently, but those are the data under analysis. We neither submitted the paper yet, but I'm concluding an interesting, in my opinion, interesting research about the multi-disciplinary oncological decision taken by human, and it replies by the principal system of AI to see the grade of concordance. And we must await for the peer review process and the publication, but our raw data are really interesting because there's no such a concordance that we were expecting, neither between human and AI, and neither between AI and AI. And the most problematic thing is that in the same AI system, there's, for the same cases, not to time the same decision. So something that we are using wrong in AI, that we are performing wrong, is to pretend that they are capable to think for us, and is not. They are able to improve and enhance our thinking. That is completely different. The first thing I said, to be rigorous. The key of research success is to not just put the question, but to critically analyze how to get the answer to that question. But because it's physiological, we are human being, and curiosity is something that is crucial for us since the beginning of our existence. But the truly different between something who can do scientific research and someone who is just curious is the build-up of the pathway to reach the answer. If we want to know which car is faster, it doesn't mean nothing. If we truly want to know which car is faster, so we have to care about which tier they are using, in which condition, how do we measure it in the first 100 meters or in the first kilometer, and whatever. So it's easy to make a question. The truly difference is to be able to build up the pathway to reach the answer. And this building up is made by the rigor, to be scientifically critic and to answer to yourself question by question. I thought that there's another important message that in my little experience is crucial for some young researchers that want to explore this field. Do not see the statistical as an enemy. It's fundamental. Unfortunately, I have to disclose because I have a second degree in statistics. So for me, it's a little easier. I have a master degree in bioethical and statistics and epidemiological statistics. But for me, it's easy to think in a statistical way, but I see that a lot of clinical researcher, which is a little different from translational researcher or basic researcher, but clinical researcher, in which the conditions are never so rigorous, it's truly difficult to translate what I'm thinking in a statistical way to prove it. but try to chew a little bit of statistics, because many papers which are good ideas get loose because of statistically flaws, and this is truly a pity.